Hello, this is episode 6 of Compound Fractures, Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead stream. I actually forgot my name for a second there. It must be because I'm new to streaming. This is my first week, and sometimes you forget your own name. It happens. It happens. As long as you remember right away, everything is all good. So we have a Z9 snapping at our heels, and we're going to try to be more excited than last episode because last episode was real sleepy. I don't know if it deserved to be sleepy. We were running from some scary, scary things. Fortunately, although Z9s are very quick, our rollerblades are equally quick, if not faster. So let's switch to run briefly and just make sure we can get away safely. There we go. We're going towards the garage up here. Ha ha ha, you're stuck behind the fence. I see it's one of these not so great garages where, yeah, we have to get behind that fence ourselves, don't we? Oh well. Let's take a roundabout route. What are you? A zombie cop, right. So how are we going to manage this? What are you? A city car? A little tiny car? Actually, this one looks like it works. Doesn't have a security system. It has wheels. It has some gasoline, a battery that's good enough, and a perfect engine. That's nice. So although I'm not going to take it right now, I will attract all the zombies' attention just to say, remember, and then run away. Now we know where that car is, and we can come back for it later. Once the zombies beat it up, so it's no longer useful to us. A fire engine's an excellent find. Might get some delicious turnout gear in here. Firefighter belt. We probably should have closed that door. We still can. Unfortunately, none of this fits us, but we're still going to wear the helmet. Because we don't really care about head encumbrance in this game. It's not important. So that's an excellent find. I'm going to wear this belt, too, that we already picked up. Wear the helmet. Grab the coats for Kevlar. Leave the boots behind. Now, there might be more stuff in the back of this fire engine, but I am not going to take that risk because there's grass there and we won't have our fancy, fancy rollerblades to help us out. So instead, I'm going to draw zombies up here a little bit and then go back while the fire truck banging attracts attention and see if we can enter this garage. We can. Steel-toed boots, sure. It's good footwear if we decide we don't want to rollerblade around. I'm just thinking to myself, I probably put those sneakers down. I did put them in the canoe. That was a mistake. We should have carried them with us. And we let ourselves walk right into a zombie cop. Speaking of mistakes. So let's not sit idly by. Well, I don't want to ice spike him. If I ice spike him, it'll attract too much attention. This room will have the stuff in it. And clubbering down that door will also attract too much attention. Not quite sure what to do here. I think I'll try climbing. See if anything can happen up here. Well, doesn't seem like we want to climb. That's okay. Probably because we have terrible torso encumbrance. Okay. So I am going to ice spike this cop to death and feel somewhat satisfied that we can that we have a chain link fence around most of this area. And hopefully this doesn't come back to kill us. No. 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 Die. No. 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 Die. Oh dear. Now we're in trouble. Back to run. Oh, come on. Get loose. There we go. We're loose. That was terrifying. Our right arm has now been bitten. This was clearly a mistake. We need to panic less. Maybe I should start talking all smooth again. Not sure. Might help. First, let's do whatever we have to do to escape. That means holding run on and then getting around these zombies. Looking good. That's the zombie runner we killed earlier. He had nothing interesting on him. And in fact, we're so badly hurt right now, I think the thing that we should be doing is just going home. Forget all of this trying to make progress stuff. We still have bandages. I think we have enough space to clean our wounds now. Antiseptic. Ignore. Arm. Okay. It's definitely time to go home. All right. Be that way. What are you? A house with a garage. Okay. Careful, careful. That's the atomic SUV we found earlier, is it? I think so. Yes, it is. We don't want to die doing something monumentally stupid. We already did that. That was last run. Here is our route home. Actually, while we're in here... we don't have capacity for that. Okay. While we're in here, let's pick up all of the remaining food items that we did not get before, because we won't be back. Or we won't... we're done our supply run, so we might as well grab things. Might as well grab bleach and ammonia, too. Never know. Might as well ice spike something just for the sheer satisfaction of doing it. That was very satisfying. All right, more items of food. Good enough. Yeah, I think it's home time. Go out this window to try to avoid that zombie we just saw, which did not work, but that's okay because we have an ice spike. Our failure chance is much higher, probably because of our encumbrance. Really? We're getting terrible luck. We'll try one more time. Oops. I say we'll try one more time. Okay, we are being dumb again. If we die from this, I will be so disappointed. Even if our right arm is broken. Oh no. Come on. Oh, if we die from this, I'll never let myself live it down. Okay, our arm's broken. That was really, really bad. I cannot use the hand paddles with a broken arm. Oh my god. Holy crap, do I ever feel incompetent now? All of my veneer of like confidence and like I know what I'm doing has like completely disappeared. I just tried to trust my spells and it did not work. So now that all veneers are gone, now that I'm talking with a much less calm voice because I am suddenly terrified, we need to figure out how we're going to survive. So first up, antiseptic. Second, bandages. Wow, that was awful. Just like straight up horribly awful, terrible, cursed. Oof. Okay, now what do we need to splint this arm? Okay. Splint. Suddenly things are real. Suddenly we're fighting for our life. Codeine is an excellent idea. Let's eat much codeine. 2. Okay. Now I'm going to take off. You know, there's a thing in this game, right? Whenever I wear rollerblades, I tend to kill myself using the rollerblades. That's kind of the way of things. Huh. I could have worn the turnout coats and probably done much better in that fight as well. Protected my arms. Okay. So. We have enough gear that we should be able to hang tight here. First, we should kill that zombie that almost killed us, if it makes any sense to do so. So I'm going to stop screwing around here. We're going to drop everything here. We don't want to wear the... I'll just drop everything. We're going to drop our bags, all of them. Drop our rollerblades. Wear the steel toes. Drop the duster. Should be unloading these things, I suppose, too. So let's do that now, even though they're on the floor. Oh, maybe they unloaded themselves when they... Well, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, well, whatever. Drop. And that seems fine. Wear steel toes. Steel... What? Unload the duster. Wear the steel toes. Really? Let's drink some beer. It'll fortify us. What happened to our shoes? We're already wearing footwear. Oh, we put on the shoes already. Huh. Okay, so let's stop being chilly. Our legs, torso, and arms are chilly, which is interesting. Did we wear the turnout coat? Probably not. What else do we have for warmth? We'll wear a leather skirt. Now our arms are cold, but nothing else. Okay. Seems fine. Now we'll kill this zombie that very nearly killed us because we need revenge. Oh, he's right there. This is terrifying. Did we lose our glasses too? No, we didn't. That's good. Oh, there he is. Way too close. This will probably kill us, but I feel it was worthwhile. Do we still have our wand? Well, we put our wand away. We are making every mistake in the book because we're not satisfied with just most of the mistakes at the moment. The reason why we let him out here is because we wanted to get the house to ourselves, but that's obviously... Yeah, we're dead. Oh boy, this was a terrible mistake, and as soon as we started really trying to lean into the spell casting, everything went to... Well, it went somewhere. Jeez. I can't believe it's not Ice Spike. Oh, we don't have enough characters to even say, can't believe it's not Ice Spike. Done. Too frustrated to even look at that stuff. Well, YouTube/Twitch, I have done terribly there. That should have been a very easy escape. I made a few mistakes. I wore rollerblades at times when I might have had to fight, and that was a mistake. I let myself get very encumbered and then tried to cast Ice Spike despite a high failure rate. At the same time, it should have worked. I mean, the Ice Spike still had a good enough success rate that we should have certainly been able to kill that zombie. But sometimes you roll and you roll and you roll, and all you hit is the snake eyes. Critical failures do happen, and this was, if we're being real, it wasn't that improbable of a result. It was a lot more probable than rolling a 1 on a d20, for instance. So, that ending has made me actually very frustrated with this game at the moment. So I have to decide whether I'm going to try again. Oh, wouldn't you like to see my frustration? Probably. If I try again, I should really do a thing where, like, I play the game a lot safer than usual. That would be smart. Like, we did not need to stick around town as long as we did. We did not need to take on that zombie to try to raid the garage. We did not need to cast the Ice Spike just for funsies when we were already hurt and needed to escape to our canoe. Just like we did not need to tackle those spiders in the first run. What I'm trying to tell you is that for all my hours in this game, and I have many, many hours in this game, my impatience still gets the better of me. So we have a choice to make. And I think the choice is to keep on trying. I think the choice is not to give up. Never surrender, never give up. Do you think that's the choice? Do you think I'm being silly? Perhaps. But I'm going to do it anyway. I'm not going to use Magicalism this time. I did enjoy Magicalism. But our Ice Spike let us down. I think instead we're going to be a little bit easy on ourselves. I think instead we're going to maybe start with a weapon. I think instead we're going to try to stay alive. Do you think we can? Probably not. But we'll see. You know, I got to admit to something, chat. YouTube. Whoever you are. When I play this game, typically, I have a little rule for myself. If I catch myself doing something monumentally stupid, something I knew better, but I did it anyway, sometimes I save scum. When I think to myself, no, I made a choice. I took a risk. I knew the consequences. I try very hard not to save scum. I think if I was playing this offline, that game, I might accept my fate because it was bad choices. It wasn't just something that was so monumentally stupid that obviously I didn't want to do it. That was the spider death. The spider death was so monumentally stupid that nobody could possibly make that choice in their right mind. I'm clearly not in my right mind, by the way. So, let's call this 0 brain death. Because that's what it was. It was a brain death. It was a death of the brain, which led to a death of the body. Just going to make sure I set that properly. I did put on wander spawns, right? Yes, I did. I meant to... Oh, no. I meant to put on aftershock, and I did. Seems fine. So, is the third time going to be the charm, chat? I am so embarrassed. You might even call me humiliated. But that's okay. There's going to be plenty of time to get a character past the first week. Seems so easy when you put it that way, doesn't it? Maybe I should start with a gun. Maybe I should start as a bow hunter. Maybe I should do something that's a little bit more survivable and a little bit less challenging. Or maybe we should just do something different than your hide out in the woods, read books, and that kind of thing. Maybe I should start in a lab. I haven't done a lab in a while. I'm not sure how they've changed. Might run into a turret. Never know. But I'm okay with this. We'll do a lab this time. We might start with a lab tech. There are more options now than there were before. That's interesting. I don't think we're going to be an uplifted enforcer. That's way too easy, I think. CBM engineer seems really interesting. I didn't realize you could create CBMs. That must be part of the mod, the whatever you call that. We just chose it. Aftershock. That's the one. It's probably part of the aftershock. I think I'm just going to be either a lab tech or a security guard, though. That was so tilting. If this was poker, I'd be slamming my hand down on the table and storming off to waste my money on some other game. But this is a stream, and we must persevere. 'Cause otherwise, what are we? Some kind of quitter? Quitters don't win. Quitters are only cheating themselves. So let's do this. I'm going to go with my favorite thing, the fencing trait. I'm still just sitting here, you know. Oh, man. Oh, it would be so funny if it wasn't like just the most ridiculous thing. Ugh. Ugh. So we're going to be able to read well. We're going to be able to escape. We're going to have melee weapons training. We're going to have night vision. Do we want to play with our genetics? Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. I would say no guts, no glory, but we've already proven that. Or rather, we've proven the opposite. We had plenty of guts, but the glory left us a long time ago. Sad that. Now we will restart if we end up in an ice lab or a lab underneath a prison. I don't think either of those would be particularly survivable. Yeah, don't want sleepy. Let's just pick some helpful traits here. Let's just do that. So tilted. So tilted. Heavy sleeper. Poor hearing. Okay, let's remove 1 point somewhere. Maybe just strong scent. We'll add on poor hearing instead. That's fine. We're going to bump computers. Let's see, if we bump electronics, is there a place that we can get something that'll help us, like an electro hack? There is, so we'll do that. We have 5 more points available, so that's pretty impressive. So we're going to put some into melee. That'll help us. Go up to 6 computers. That should let us into a lot of hidden area, or a lot of locked rooms. Even though that extra point cost us 2, it might be worth it. What's the difference between 5 and 6, I wonder? I mean, a chance for failure, clearly. I'm not sure what to do here. Might instead put it into mechanics. Are there any other good recipes we'll get from this? Doesn't look like it. Applied science, the brand new one. There's nothing too useful here, I don't think. Oh boy, oh boy. Go with the always useful marksmanship. Okay. And sure. Rifles. Yeah. 1 more point. What's devices? Security systems? Interesting. Lots of new skills. Go up to 5 electronics. What would that help us with? That would let us build a jackhammer. Jackhammer could theoretically be our way out of the lab if all else fails. We could go with piercing weapons, but I think we'll find a book for that pretty quick. Well, let's go back 1 step. Take off rifles. Sure, we'll start with 6 computers. Smarty Adam. With a name like Smarty, you're sure to not make dumb mistakes. We can do this, people. We can do this. I have faith in us. So first, let's make sure of a few things. This is not an ice lab. No, it is not. We are a ways underground. It's a research facility. I don't know if I've ever escaped a research facility before. Once we get out of here, we can live in this here farm for a while if we choose to. There is a prison over here. And an apple orchard. And a lumber mill. And a tree farm. Let's go with this. I like it. I promise myself I will not be quite so stupid this time. If I die, it'll be deserved. But also, I won't be quite as careless. So the first thing we need to do is find a temporary base within this lab. We need to be ultra careful about turrets. I'm not sure what is happening with turrets. Do we have anything that can cut something? No, we don't. So let's just take the scissors for now. We'll probably ditch those soon. I feel like I'm on tilt a little bit too much to be super careful, which is almost certainly a disaster. I'm going to mark a stair down here. So there's probably something in this room. We are, however, fleet-footed. That gives me a little bit of false confidence here. Some important books, you know. I'm just going to leave this. I'm going to mark it on my book, on my map. So we'll have some books when we come back here. But for now, we don't really have room for them. Actually, I'll do the same with... I'll leave a lot of things here now that I think about it. Let's only bring the things that might be useful to us. Okay. We could start eating random body parts and see what happens. That doesn't sound stupid at all. Another stair down. Strange, this feels like it should be a turret room, but it is not. And here, we would need a crowbar or something similar to get through. That's a dissector. We should remember that. That could be a way to dispose of a zombie. There's a sleeping room here. Could theoretically be a home base. Now, is it true that they changed turrets so that they don't give off light anymore? Because that's terrifying. I feel like I remember it being true. What we really need to find is a stair up. It's way more important than another stair down. We found so many of them. Filter mask is worth picking up in case. Ooh. Well, I don't think that fungus is actually dangerous, but I will leave it alone for now. Okay, what's this? Prisoner containment. I don't really care about prisoner containment at the moment. I will mark it, though. If this was a barracks or a library, we'd try to use our computer skill to get in. but it isn't. What are you? Another prisoner containment. Huh. Sure are a lot of downstairs. Wrench could be very useful. Teleportation, but there's probably a lot of those. That's something that could be a way out of here, theoretically. Now this will be CBMs. We don't know what's in here though. It's a cable charger system. That could be really, really useful. I'm not going to risk electro hacks getting me though, so again, mark it. If we find a library, we might get some books that'll help us become even better with computers. We still haven't found a stair up though. Another stair down. Now that is dangerous. So let's run away. There's the portal. Another prisoner containment. So far, this lab is awful. 3 prisoner containment rooms. No obvious way out. No stair up at all. More fungus. There's the stair up, right amid the fungus. Okay. Let's mark all these explored, just so that we know where we've been. Sports drink could come in very handy very soon. Aspirin's good. Oh, I thought that was matches, and I just picked it up without thinking. There's another stair up. It's good that it's in the same block as the stair down. We'll mark that. Ursine serum. Since we're not doing anything reckless this campaign, surely that means we shouldn't just drink the serum, the first one that we find, and hope something good happens. But I'm so tempted. We will take the briefcase for now. It's a terrible item for storage, but it's all we got. All right, this looks like a residential area with food. This will probably be our first base. Wear the hairpin. That'll help us get through a door somewhere. Cell phone will give us some light and the ability to tell the time. Not that time matters down here. Smart lamp. Huh. It can be activated remotely. okay. I'll leave it for now. Computer Science 101. Well, with our computer skill, that is utterly useless, but we'll take it anyway, because we don't see any reason why not to. Well, there's plenty of reason why not to. Let's turn on a flashlight here. Mark that as having been read. We'll just confirm that there's nothing of use for us in there, and then we'll drop it. Seems good to me. I don't think I'll ever lose the tilt. Never, ever, ever. So I'm not going to immediately rush to go down and pick up the stuff that we left down there. I don't see much of a point in it at the moment. We will at some point want to explore the floor that is one more step down, but it's not necessary yet. That lawnmower can be disassembled for a blade. We should at least remember that it's here. Might want the blade at some point. This is our best working base at the moment. Activate the smartphone again, and we're going to read the physical chemistry book so that we know what it does exactly. It's going to be useful at some point. I'm going to drop everything I don't need here because it is our working base. No, I do not want to drop the ursine syrup without the test tube. That would be a terrible idea. Blobs. And there's also a stair up. And we've unfortunately let the blobs out of the room, which is not what we wanted to do. So, let's see what we can do about this situation. Come here, blobs. Did that work? It most certainly did not. There's also something in this room, and it's a zombie. Okay. So this is not ideal. We'll start running. The blob will eat the zombie, and it'll make for more blobs. Could be worse. It's more aspirin. I don't think we need it, but we'll take it once more. We will not take that aspirin. We will take the augmented tech review, because that could be very useful eventually. And we'll get out of this blob room. Another one of these crate areas that makes me wish I had a crowbar. Samples, eh? I'm going to say no for now. I'm going to make a note of the samples locker. In an ideal world, we'll find a library or some place like that that will get us a computer use book that will upgrade our computer skill just a little bit more. There's a dissector there. Feel like I'm getting careless again. One thing I should really learn for myself is to remember that on stream, you should probably try to survive a little bit. Don't want to look bad for the viewers, do you? Now, I don't know why. What? There's a garage down here with an atomic sports car. That's new. I had no idea that kind of thing was in a lab. And there's a glass wall. Vehicle testing track. That's cool. cool and very, very new to the game as far as I know. And I am being very careless yet again. Oh dear, oh dear. Am I wielding anything? No. Should be able to patch up my head. My hands are encumbered. What? Should learn to pay attention, shouldn't I? Really? Oh, it's the briefcase. Of course it's the briefcase. Oh, boy. Again, this looks like something that I would expect to have a turret. But there's no turret. I wonder if it is true that they've taken turrets out of labs. Be quite a thing. It's a purse, I think. Oh, it's a messenger bag, even better. Porfit duster. Tempting. Keep the lab coat, I guess, for now. Chewing tobacco. No turret, but the next best thing is security guard. And again, this time we didn't get out of the way in time. It would sure be nice to know if there was a door up there. Let's find out. We can do this, right? Unfortunately, we only brought one of these guys with us. There's another security guard in here, so I'm not too concerned about making this a no-go zone. I really do want to see if that's do I have a flashlight on me? No. Two choices here. We either make our escape very quickly, or we try to scout out that direction. Again, I'm going to mark all of these as having been explored, just in case we lose map vision, so we remember. There is another door by the residential area, so let's go through that. Let's make our escape. It's too bad we weren't able to lure both zombie guards down. That was our goal. But the best laid plans often go awry, as we've already learned. What does the vortex device do again? Yeah, nothing too useful at the moment. Might as well mark the location of this microcentrifuge. You never know. Panacea, that I believe is the new royal jelly. Yes. So that'll save us at some point in the future. Can't save us from a bullet hole, though. So it's worth remembering that there could still be turrets. Oh, some reason I was confusing autoclave and microcentrifuge. Fortunately, there's an autoclave in the same room, so I can just adjust my note, and that'll be fine. This was where the blobs were. Maybe it was where a zombie was. One of the two. Yeah, you stick on the fence, please. What's here? String. Heavy battery, sure. Could be useful if we have to build a jackhammer to get out of here. Oh, it was the blobs, yes. What we really want to find is two things. We would really, really love to find a library and a barracks. That would make us very happy indeed. To do it, I guess we need to try going upstairs. We didn't find a single locked room other than the sports car test track, though it's very likely that there's one past those zombies, so eventually we'll get past them, I'm sure. Huh, this looks like a dog room, but there are no dogs. Nutriment, you say? A whole day's nutrition, you say? Very hungry, you say? Interesting. 2,000 calories and we're still very hungry, but that is simply the way the hunger system works in this game. It's like when you eat an energy bar and you realize that it's a lot of energy, but you still feel like you ate a tiny little granola bar. Very realistic. Okay. And our head has been cut again. It's not a bad thing finding some zombie scientists. Eventually, we will be happy we found them. But for now, we will be happy to get right out of here. Mark some zombie scientists there because we will want them at some point. They will have potential for good loot and CBMs if we decide to dissect them. Right, we need to drop our briefcase again just to heal up our head. A sewing kit is an excellent find in here. Might as well take the water. I would love a crowbar or a cloth thingy, whatever you call it. Nano wire battery. Interesting. What a strange selection of items it can be stored in. I don't know what that's for, but it intrigues me, and it's absolutely minuscule tiny, so I'll take it. We also have our first lighter and our second lighter and a second briefcase, but we don't have a free hand to wield it. We can, however, cut it up, and there's 62 plastic chunks, which is incredible for when we want to craft. So I'm just going to write this down, 62 plastic chunks. Briefcases do give an awful lot of chunks. Let's see what's in here. We already have a wrench. I think we dropped it earlier, but that's okay. Crates everywhere. Not a crowbar to open them. Hard hat. That's a good find. Screwdriver set. That means we can drop the screwdriver. I guess we don't have a screwdriver. I thought we did for some reason. Might have been the last game. Mountain Man. Lots of survival in there. Do we have that? No. Okay. Still love to find either a library or a barracks or both, but another hard hat. Another stair down. What was below this? Blobs. Right. I am going to go down because we might get a... Oh, huh. No. We will not try to fight our way past the slime. That's a terrible idea. Another stair up. Here's another residential area. I think given the, this level seems quite nice. Might be worth making this our home instead. We will have to go back down for the stuff we left behind, but that's okay. We were going to have to go back down at some point anyway. Yeah. I don't know. I think I am going to leave stuff here. Let's just put it right here. First, though, I want to read all those books so we have them marked off and we know which ones we've seen. I think this is going to be our for sure home. It's only 3 levels underground. It's a pretty good spot to be. So we do have the ability to get up to level 5 in electronics. That's going to be worth it at some point, pretty soon. I like it. probably shouldn't have just run straight into that building with its sounds being made. Or that room, rather. What are you? Samples. Lots of mutagens so far in this lab. Broken cyborg. It's a butcher knife. For a second I thought it was a machete. Might have been worth grabbing. I don't think we need that stuff enough to deal with the cyborg. Did I ever pick up the briefcase? Yes, I did. Well, what an eventful episode. This has been episode 6 of Let's Play Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. We are on character number 3, so far we're averaging 2 episodes per character. Is that a good thing? I don't know. I think lots of characters equals lots of fun. I think we have had fun. I think it's been, it's a relaxing game. It's a game largely just about wandering around and looting and looting and looting and looting and looting and then doing something really, really dumb and dying and dying and dying. So we've done a lot of looting, we've done a lot of dying, and for now, we're going to see us later. This was episode 6 on the YouTubes. Yes, it was. Catch you in a bit.